What's going on, y'all? I'm the host, Jay Sizz, and today we have an amazing interview in store for y'all with the rock star himself, Phloee from Cream Beans. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe if you enjoy the content that you see today. And yeah, let's get into it. Phloee, where you from?
From Laurel, Maryland. Still in Laurel, Maryland. Yeah.
You been in Laurel your whole life?
Basically, I mean, I be like traveling here and there, but like, yeah, I've been in Laurel my whole life, but I'm trying to get out, you feel me?
Trying to get out?
Yeah.
Why you say that?
Cause it's like, I done seen everything in Laurel there is to see. Like, I'm trying to see more, you feel me? And like, I'm not gonna cap, the support out here is like, you know, it's hard to come by. So like, I'm trying to see where I can get some more, you feel me? Atlanta, Florida, Cali, the big Jones, you know?
As a Laurel native too, I can definitely agree with that statement about finding support and stuff. But you also mentioned that you traveled. Where are some places that you've went to?
Some places I went to. So I go to New York all the time. That's my favorite place. My first time there was like, I was 18. And like, I couldn't stop going back. Cause like, it's just lit over there. Like, this stuff always open. Like, over here, you know, we got the curfews and shit. Should be closing at like fucking 10 o'clock. Can't even get a fucking cheeseburger or some shit. Like, even McDonald's, it's fucking crazy. That shit closes at fucking 2 a.m. I don't fucking understand. Shit used to be 24/7, bro. Like, their drinks used to be $1, bro. Them Jones is like 2 something now, bro. That shit's crazy. They don't got no dollar menu. Like, shit is wild, bro. I can be in New York. I can go to bodega, give me like a chopped cheese for like fucking 2 in the morning, fool, after I came out from a fucking club. Like, literally, like, I could be at a fucking club till like 7 a.m., hop out the club, and then go to another fucking club at like 8 a.m. Like, what the fuck?
They say New York don't sleep. I went to New York, and I can definitely see, I don't know if I want to live there, per se, just because of the, like, I went to New York, it smelled like cigarette smoke and pollution.
Yeah.
And my face was starting to break out. I was like, damn. But the environment was cool. Yeah, I mean.
You got that musty one in your face.
Damn Hudson River. Like,
nigga look in the mirror and say, oh, I've been in New York too long, bro.
Yes, I'm saying. I'm like, let me hop on this train back. Nah, but it's definitely a cool vibe. So let's get, we getting off topic.
Yeah. My fault.
No, you good. That's what we want to do. When we are on this platform, we like to create an open space for everybody who hops on. We want the raw, uncut, like, straight your thoughts. This is what we want.
Raw dogging.
Yeah.
No Magnum. Whoa. All
right.
Oh yeah, me. You see it? Wait.
Okay, but shit.
You can't be doing this in a room full of niggas, bro. All right, so let me start.
Welcome to our show. Okay. So you came into the label shortly before me, well, after me actually, in the summer. So talk to me about how did you discover FTP, or how FTP discovered you?
So how FTP discovered me, or so basically it was kind of like, you know, like I was just looking for other studios and stuff to record at, because like at the time I could say that's when my music just started getting good. Like, my bars started making sense. You know, I started rapping about like some real shit, or like even if I'm not rapping about real shit, it at least sounds good, you feel me? So I'm like, I gotta stop wasting my potential on this home stew. I mean, I wasn't wasting potential because, you know, at the end of the day, if you learn how to mix and master yourself, you gonna own all your shit and shit, you know? But like, I wasn't progressing at the pace that I needed to. So I was like, you know what, I'm gonna just learn the shit at home while going to like a professional stew. That's when I came across you guys. Ooh, excuse me, my fault, I had a cheeseburger.
Okay.
But what's it called? That's when I came across you guys. And I went to the studio one time, and my first 2 songs that I made from the studio was Simple and Jiu-Jitsu, which is on the Elevate EP. And like, I heard the quality of that shit. I went home, I showed my roommate. He was like, bro, this is it right here.
Talking about the Jiu-Jitsu song that that's OC. That's definitely one of your like trademark. That's one of your like trademark.
Oh, my fault. I was it.
So you got 2 different. It's alright. 1, 2.
It's only one time?
It's only one time.
Oh, this whole time I thought it was twice.
Then we hit the So yeah, so you went to the studio. Yeah. Talk about your experience with Haley.
My experience with Haley?
Yeah, that was your first professional engineer, correct?
My experience with Haley, I'm not gonna lie, there's so much potential there. There's a lot of potential. Like, I was really happy when I found him. I really thought like this was my spot, this was my safe spot, especially since I was going through like a lot at the time, which is why I really wanted to find a studio and really like get this music out, because that's one of the ways that I deal with my problems and shit. And, you know, it started off cool at first, but then like over time it was just like, you know, I couldn't get texts back, I wasn't getting my music, this, down, and third, and it was just excuses and stuff. So like, I'm like, what the fuck's going on, you feel me? But like, I'm trying to understand, because it's like, you know, he's one producer trying to record like what, 23 artists and shit. So I'm like, all right, bet, you know, I'm trying to be understanding and shit, but like, you know, over time it just got worse and worse, and like we had multiple meetings about it, we talked about it, I confronted them multiple times about it. So it just came to a point where like, all right, you know what, I'm gonna just distance myself, you know, I'm gonna just get whatever songs I need done, just tell them send me the rest of my shit, and like I'm just done. Because it's like, you know, you could be the best producer in the world, but like if you're not giving the artists what they need, like if you're not giving me my music, my content to put out, it's like, what's the point of me going to you, you know? Because at that point we're just wasting time. We're not wasting time, you know, we still making music, but it's like that shit's never gonna come out. When is it gonna come out, you know? But like other than that, you know, like I'm not gonna lie, like he's a really good producer, but it's like you got to be able to send your music to your people, like just talk to them, just let them know what's up, you know?
I feel that. I definitely do. So we're now, none of us are really working with him anymore, so what is the move now? Where have you been going to record your stuff?
So right now I just been recording off of Leak's. Yeah, so right now I just been recording off of Leak's home studio. He doesn't know how to mix my voice yet, cause like sometimes on the quieter songs you can't really hear what I'm saying. Like him, you can hear what he's saying, but like me,
You wanna cut it?
Yeah, hold on. We gotta take a quick intermission, bro.
Yeah, so we're experiencing some difficulties, but we will be back with more interviews with Flo. Yeah, we will be back. So before we had our technical difficulties, we were discussing Haley, your first studio, and now you're bringing up the new engineer and new producer that you found and how that's going.
Oh yeah. So what's it called?
Where you record now, I should say.
Right now I'm just recording at Leak Studio, or I was, I should say, until like his homie fucking broke his interface, and then on top of that the computer screen got cracked. Can't talk, fuck. So yeah, that's been a struggle. But like, you know, when it was up, I was doing that. But like I was saying earlier, before, you know, all the bullshit, I feel like that studio is more good for like when I'm doing my screaming songs and rockstar songs, like Rockstar Lifestyle, or like Where It Hurts with him. Cause like I feel like the auto-tune on there is pretty good when you're like yelling on some Trippie Redd shit. For me, type shit, when he talks into it like on some like chill shit or some auto-tune shit, you can hear him. But like when I use my regular voice, if I'm just chill, like talking like right now, you can't really hear me on the mic type shit. Or like maybe it's the mixing and mastering, I don't know. So like I would rather prefer me to do like songs like Check Like Nike or Shawty and I, or songs where I'm just like, you know, on some chill rap shit. I rather do that at a professional studio. So I haven't been to them yet. Only been there once to like talk with the dude with Rial, Leak, and David and Nico. But I wanted to hit up Josh to go to Red Space because I see a lot of FTP artists go over there, and like I heard the quality and it's really good. I really like it. Like I feel like it's up there with Haley, to be honest. If not, probably better.
Yeah, so you were talking about that Rockstar. For those of y'all who don't know, this guy, when he hops on stage, will turn out a whole venue. Like when I see Flo and I hear his music, it's like you a real like rager, like Rockstar. I can see you at like Rolling Loud, you like, yeah, like I see it, bro. So if you could describe yourself in 3 words, musically or personality wise, what would it be?
Damn, 3 words?
3 words.
Shit, let me hit that drum real quick, bro. Don't do these. This shit's bad. I know I'm doing it, but like I threw mine away 2 days ago. Here we are.
Today's a new day, and there is no sunshine. Let me stop being.
Oh, I was about to get into it. Shit. All right, 3 words. All right, first word, I'd say extravagant.
Extravagant.
Cause I got a lot to give, and you never know what's gonna come next. Like shit, one day I might drop some chill shit. One day I might drop some real shit. One day I might drop some bullshit. One day I might drop some rockstar shit. I don't know, cause it's like I want to touch like every genre. You feel me? I want to do every type of style, so I try to put myself out there as much as I can. So first word, definitely extravagant. Second word, I would say persistent. I know it doesn't look like it with my music and stuff, with the content I've been releasing, but it's because I got a lot of life stuff going on, and it's like I gotta make sure that I'm straight first before I like touch all the other shit, you feel me? But like no matter what comes my way, I'm gonna keep doing this music shit. I'm gonna always find a way, you know, like shit. I lost a couple of studios in the past, I always find a new one. I always elevate, you feel me? That's why my first EP is called Elevate, because I'm always trying to go to the next level. So, what was the second one I said? Persistent, yeah, persistent. ADHD, my fault. All right, and last word, I would say, fuck, what's the word? When you got untapped talent, what's that word, bro?
Potential.
Potential. I have unlimited potential. There we go. Cause like I feel like humans, you know, like we're literally made to share information and like exchange information. And the more information you exchange, the more you grow, the more you put yourself out there, you feel me? If you're just like inside all day, obviously you're not gonna like know much because you're not putting yourself out there. Like you can only learn so much from the internet, you feel me? But like me, I'm always putting myself out there. I'm always like learning new shit. So I feel like I have a lot of untapped potential. I feel like I have limitless potential because like I'm always learning. And it helps with my music. It helps with daily life. It helps me getting around places and shit. Like it's a big ass world out there. It's a small world, but it's a big world, and there's a lot to learn out there. And I suggest a lot of people get out there and learn that shit, you feel me?
Facts. So who have been some of your musical influences in your stage presence and in your songs? Like who has been that guy that's like, oh yeah, I want to be like him?
Himothy. Alright. Is it just one person or like
anybody? This you.
Alright. So I think the person that has the most influence against my stage presence, not against myself, but with my stage presence, this is a hard one. It either gotta be Travis Scott or Trippie Redd. Cause like, you know, they be going hard at their fucking concerts, especially Trippie with their head banging and shit. Travis Scott, you know, RIP to all the victims, you know, I know all that shit happened, but that doesn't take away from the fact that he's a great performer. He's a great stage performer. He brings the energy, he gets the crowd hype, and that's what I like to do when I'm like performing my hype songs. I be trying to do it with my chill songs. Sometimes it works, sometimes it don't, but like that's just me because like, I got a lot of energy, you feel me? But yeah, I would definitely say between them. And then like music wise, I don't even know where to start because like I said, I got a lot of different styles of music. Like if you go to my top 5 songs on Spotify right now, it used to be, the first one was Like Flow. That's like on some hyper pop shit. Right now it's Checks Like Nike, Like Flow, Jiu-Jitsu, Talk My Shit, and Power. And I guarantee you, if you go listen to it right now, every song sounds different. Every single song sounds different. It's a different style. Like Checks Like Nike is on some chill like model tone rap shit, you know, just flowing, no pun intended, just flowing, you know, through life and shit. Like Flow's on some like some bass shit, you feel me, like some rock star shit. So like when it comes to music and shit, I just pull from everywhere. Like actually before I wrote the song Checks Like Nike, I was literally sitting on my couch, and before I put on the beat, I listened to Jack Harlow. It was Jack Harlow, Young Thug, and it was one more person. I think it was Kendrick Lamar, cause like I was trying to go for like a mix of like different artists, you feel me? I wanted Young Thug for like the sauciness, you feel me? Kendrick Lamar for like the bars and shit, and then Jack Harlow for the flow, because like Jack Harlow be flowing, you feel me?
You do.
And that's how that song came out. And that's what I do for like a lot of my songs. I'll listen to like multiple artists and then like try to fuse their
abilities.
Fuse their abilities, their talents, the way they rap and shit, fuse it together and like try to like make a product of that. But like sometimes I'll just go in blind and just start rapping. Like Shawty and I literally just was speaking from the heart. Like I was thinking like, oh yeah, if I had a girl, this is what I'd do for her, this is how it would be, you feel me? Shawty and I, you feel me? But yeah, like music wise, like when it comes to like making music, I can't really answer that because there's just a lot of people, and not even just not even just rappers, but like other artists too, like Pink Panthers, Sam Impala, fool, fucking Beethoven. Like I'm not no fucking LeBron cap shit, but like sometimes I be listening to Beethoven and classical music here and there, you feel me?
You really listen to Beethoven?
Yeah, like
I would never expected that.
I'm head fool. You know fucking who was it? I think it was Trippie Redd and another kid, that one kid that came up with that girl for a little bit, I Love Friday. I think they both did opera. And it makes sense because like, you know, they be on the mic like real live singing and like using their voice and shit. I'm like, that's cool as shit, you know? I bet a lot of people want to do that, you know? A lot of people probably aren't doing it because they would have been fucking up right now.
Right.
Sorry.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you're the first person that I've interviewed on this platform that has been a part of the rap group Preem Beans. So tell me about the group and how Preem came to be.
So I can't tell you about the creation. I'm not gonna cap. I haven't dived into the history of that. You know, I kind of just joined last year. Ooh, excuse me. But Preem Beans, I would say it's like you know, you have FTP, you got ISIT. That's more like the lyrical part. You know, you got the bars, the punchlines, and all that, and the smoothness. I feel like Preem Beans, you know, our logo is an alien, so that you already know like what type of vibes we coming for, like some hyper pop, outer space shit. If you listen to a lot of Leaks music, you're gonna hear like a lot of hyper pop beats, a lot of bass and shit, a lot of auto tune on some fucking like some Trippie Redd shit. You feel me? Like we try to make like I guess you can say like trip music or like trippy music, shit that you can take like psychedelics to, or like even shit that you can just like smoke to, you feel me, and just vibe. Like we don't try to make music where you gotta think too hard. We've been trying to make music that you can like
feel.
Yeah, feel, you feel me? Like Rockstar Lifestyle, I was not saying a goddamn thing in that song, but that shit cranked though, cause like I'm yelling, I'm rhyming, and it sounds good, it flows, you feel me? Like a lot of people don't like, I mean, I'm not gonna say a lot of people, but like some people don't like it cause like they don't really like the auto-tune too much. But like that's why I have songs like Checks Like Nike too, you feel me? It's like you can take a break from that shit and just go on like some smooth shit, you feel me? But like Preem Beings, I feel like they focus more on like that, like they go for vibes, you feel me? They go for vibes and aesthetic, I guess you could say aesthetic in the music world, if that's a thing.
Okay, so yeah, so what's the identity of Preem Beings? Like when you see Preem Beings, what should we be thinking of, and who do y'all appeal to? Who's your audience?
I'm sorry, can you repeat that again?
What's the identity of Preem Beings? Like who do y'all, if I say Preem Beings, what should I be thinking of? Like what's the identity, and who do y'all appeal to? Like who is your audience for Preem Beings? Who's listening to Flo and Leak and Nisa? Who's listening to them?
Good question, good question. I almost forgot Nisa was in the group. Nah, she been going hard. Like she came into Preem Beings and like her and Leak got some good ass songs together. What's it called? So I guess the identity, like I said, like, you know, I just joined the group, so like I don't really know their identity. Like it has been a year, but like I said, I've been going everywhere, so like I haven't really been on my music shit. I've been on my music shit, but not really. But like I don't know, I feel like that's more of a question for Leak since he's like the head of the Preem Beings. But like from what I gathered so far, I would say the identity is just like a bunch of niggas that's just cool as shit, you know, just like chilling and just want to vibe, just want to smoke.
Yeah,
you know, like I'm not saying, you know, do drugs every day or whatever, but like shit, it's fun. You know,
okay.
as long as you're getting your shit done, you feel me? Like me myself, I like popping tabs, but you know, you ain't catch me doing that shit like every fucking week type shit.
Yeah,
but, like I'll definitely.
Let me ask you a question about that though. So have you ever created music on psychedelics?
Yeah. Yeah, what's it called? Actually, my song Versace Sheets, it's on the Elevate EP. I made that off of acid. I made this one song. I don't really like it anymore. I used to like it a lot. I think it's called Sky High. I made that off of acid, and that's like trippy music. Like, you know, I even said it in the song. I'm like, multiverse on a piece of paper. Something lightsaber. I don't even remember the lyrics, but like, yeah, multiverse on a piece of paper. Because like when you take acid, like you can literally see like the astral plane and like different worlds and shit, and different depending on how much you take. Like it's crazy as shit. But like, I'm not even here to talk about that. You feel me?
I feel like we should get into it. Nobody has really talked about that. Like, I ain't trying to say nothing incriminating though, but
nah.
Yeah,
I mean,
like
let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it.
About shit in the past.
Yeah. You mean like, yeah, you can't be arrested for nothing you did in the past.
Yeah,
so,
what the fuck? Yeah, like.
So talk to me about, okay, so you created a song, you popped the tab and you said, damn, I'm sky high, and then you wrote a song called Sky High. So talk to me about like the dosage, like how much, like what has been like the peak trip for you?
The peak trip?
Like what's the craziest experience you had off the tab?
Off of acid? Alright, so I'm not gonna say it was while I was writing, cause like I done acid like a lot of times, and like I had a lot of good trips, but my best trip definitely wasn't while writing. But like when I do write off of acid, I'll be feeling like a god, bro.
I don't even know how you able to like write.
It's cause like, I don't know, I guess everybody's different when they take acid, but like when I take acid, I feel like my brain's literally unlocked. Like there's no writer's block, there's nothing, like everything's flowing, like life is just flowing perfect. Like I be writing shit that I don't even think I could come up with. I'm like, did I really do that? Like I'm pretty sure Checks Like Nike, I think I took acid like 3 nights before I wrote that shit. And like when I was writing the bars, like when I said, get a check like Nike, fresh when I walk in the bank, check my new balance. I was like, what the fuck? Like, me? I did that? Like, what? But that's when I knew my music was getting good. Not because of the drugs though, because like, I you know, I wrote on other songs too, like Shawty and I didn't do it off of acid. That was just off of like, that was coming from the heart. And I feel like that's a really good song. But like, yeah, my best trip, I be everywhere. Fuck, my fault, y'all. I'm sorry. Shit, ADHD, bro.
We got all day. We got all day. That's what we wanna. We giving stuff for the people, so yeah, they want to hear about this.
I bet. But like, I would say like my peak trip, my peak acid trip. Damn. You got me going into the memory bank. I took a lot of acid during quarantine because like there's nothing else you can do but like get high as fuck. You know, be in the house. Fucking. I think my peak acid trip was my first acid trip. That's when I got into Midnight Gospel. I don't know if y'all know that show. They talk about like some real shit in there, and like the animations go crazy. Sometimes it be connecting with what they talking about. Sometimes it just be some random bullshit. But like, I suggest a lot of people to get into that show, whether you take psychedelics or not, whether you do drugs or not. I say listen to it. It's like a podcast show, but it's really good. But like my first acid trip, my friend Susie Custro, she's a artist. She be performing at Only Vibes a lot. She came through with her friend Dante and my man's Ishmael. No, Ishmael wasn't there. That was the first time they did it. But the first time I did it, they came through. I took like half a tab, right? It's like 30 minutes. I'm like, damn, this shit weak as fuck, you feel me? And like, she's putting me onto this anime called like Castlevania or some shit. I just look at the TV, and you know, that shit straight as fuck. That shit get to...
Damn.
I'm like, yo, what the fuck? Like, huh? Like, you feel me? And like, I just look at her, and like, we just start geeking, bro. Like, that shit was fucking hilarious. And like, off of psychedelics, it's so crazy. Like, your emotions are boosted up to the max. So like when I say we were geeking for like a good 20 minutes. Like I didn't even know what the fuck happened in the show. And that was like my first time taking shrooms. I don't really mess with shrooms. I'm not a shrooms person. The only good trip I could really say I had is my first time. After that, it was just, and probably because I take high dosage, but like the first time I took it, I took like, I think a 1.3. And literally like, me and my mans went to an abandoned asylum. Cause you know, fuck it, you know, I'm off of shrooms, and it was nice. We smoked a J, you know, got a little rap session. Came back home, what's it called? FaceTime Susie again, cause like, you know, we be doing psychedelics and shit. I literally FaceTimed her, and I lied to you not. I have the screenshot in my phone. We was on FaceTime for 6 hours, and I was literally laughing for 6 hours. I was literally dead. Like every time I would stop laughing, I would just look at the phone and just start geeking again, fool. Like that shit was crazy.
So with the good trips, it's gotta be a bad trip. Tell me about a bad trip that you had.
Man, I hate bad trips. And you know what's crazy? Like, they say there's no such thing as a bad trip, and I do agree with that. It's because like all my bad trips was just like shit that I need to fix about myself. And like acid is a little more easier to control than shrooms, because like acid, I feel like I think a happy thought, and like, you know, I'm back to normal. Shrooms, it's like it's gonna make me feel whatever the fuck it wants to make me feel. So like my bad trip, I feel like my first bad trip is when I was at my second apartment with my roommates and shit, and we threw a fat ass kickback. Like we had endless niggas in there. It was smoked out, you know, we was doing our thing, and then me and my roommates, we was like, fuck it, we gonna take shrooms, you feel me? So like we all like, yeah, we're gonna take a KD, a shroom. A fucking KD, bro.
KD?
Yes, the first time I took shrooms, I only took like a 1.3. Yes, a 3.5, dog. A 3.5, fool. So we get the shrooms, bro.
I ain't gonna lie, that you kinda geek for that, like 3.5.
Bro, I don't know what the fuck I was thinking, dog. Cause like I'm thinking like, oh, actually I do know what I was thinking. I'm like, yo, if this is what shrooms makes me feel off at 1.3, shit, I need me a KD, bro. Like I'm trying to see Mars, bro. I'm trying to talk to God, like what? That was not the case, dog.
I talk to God.
I'm like, yeah, bro, like, help me out. Like, but what's it called? So like what happened was we was all high as shit, and then I was just chilling on the couch talking with my mans or whatever. And mind you this, I'm lactose intolerant, and it's gotten worse over the years, so I don't know why I was eating the shrooms with some wafers, but I was high as shit too. I had literally a fat ass pack of wafers, dog. I lied to you not, bro. And I don't know how, but I cleared that whole joint, fool. Literally, I'm just here talking to my man's like, you want a shroom? Nah. Missing out, dog. Just crushing them Jones, fool. Then that's when I walked down the hallway, and like my man's Mariama's and my man's Patrick's room, and we just sitting on the couch, and she already knows what's going on. Like she knows I'm about to be high as shit. I look at her, I just start geeking, fool, right? Then that's when I feel a little nauseous. So I get up, I walk down the hall, right? I'm like stumbling, cause literally the hallway's like twisting and turning and going in and out. I'm like, fool, nah, fool, I need my bed, bro. So I go to my bed, I try to lay down, and like I'm just hearing all these voices, but of course I'm gonna hear voices because it's like hella niggas in the house. But I'm like hearing voices that I didn't even recognize, like people that wasn't even here, you feel me? And I don't know why, but like shrooms acts on my paranoia like shit. So like every time I heard the door knock or like something knocked down or some shit, I'm like, oh fuck, the feds are at the door, like what the fuck, like I'm about to grab all the weed and flush that shit down the toilet. I didn't though, but like that was my thoughts. And then that's when
So, flush party. You flushing everything down.
Whoa, I thought about it.
Okay.
I ain't flush shit down yet. Oh, save the weed, save the weed. The lungs, not the toilet. But like, what's it called? So I was about to flush shit down, you feel me? I just kept getting paranoid. And then that's when like, the wafers kicked in. The, what's this was called, right? Wafers? Wafers, waffles, whatever the fuck.
Vanilla wafer?
The vanilla, yeah, them Jones. Fool, them Jones get to kicking in, fool. I just hear my stomach. I'm like, fuck. So I go to the bathroom, fool, but I'm not thinking it's the wafers because like I'm high as shit. I forgot. I'm just like making sure that I'm good and that everybody else is good and the feds aren't showing up. So like I just feel my stomach getting fucked up, and I just run to the bathroom and I just start throwing up like shit, bro. I'm just like, and I'm off of shrooms, so I'm thinking like I'm throwing up my whole intestines and shit, like my whole body. That's what it felt like, bro.
Damn.
Like I felt like I had like all my organs in my body was gone, like a piece of fucking paper, bro. That's when I go outside, you feel me? I'm like, bro, like I'm looking at, cause I think it was the one that we got the shoes from. We got it from his plug or whatever. Don't put that in the video.
Yeah, I'm saying don't say too much. Don't take too much, man.
But I go up to my mans cause I'm like,
you gotta bleep that out.
Yeah. Just bleep out the name. Bleep out the name. Yeah. But I go up to my mans. I'm like, yeah, bro. Like, yo, what's good with your mans, fool? Like, I think he laced my shit, bro. Like, I think he fucking laced my shit. I'm really thinking I'm about to die, bro. Cause like, I'm over here throwing up off of fucking shrooms, bro. Like, first time taking a 3.5, I'm like, what the fuck is going on, bro? He's like, nah, I'm gonna text him. Then that's when I go back to the bathroom. I just start throwing up. Like, I just can't stop throwing up. And everybody comes in to check on me. Like, literally, like, everybody, bro. Like, my mans, I'm not gonna say no names, but like, everybody's just coming in. They're like, yo, you good, bro? You good? And like, my ex came in and checked on me. And like, mind you this, I'm looking at my ex, fool. Like, I was really in love with her. I look at her and I'm really thinking about it. I'm like, look, I love you. I love you so much. I'm sorry, you know, I took the shrooms. You know, I think I'm about to go. Like, you know, just know that I love you. I really did, bro. Oh God, dog. I thought it was over. Like, when I tell you, I was on the toilet, bro, throwing up. I'm like, I'm really like praying to God. I'm like, God, I'm sorry I took it. Like, this isn't my time. I'm too young, bro. I'm only like 19, 20. So, like, please, bro.
For time constraints, fast forward the story to the part where things get better. Did you like sleep it off? Like,
oh no, I tried to sleep it off. Hell no.
Okay.
I was under them blankets. I just kept hearing voices. Like, I really felt like I was in hell. And I'm like, hell isn't a place. It's your mind, bro. It's really your mind, fool. And then that's when like my friends came in with some coloring books and some paint. Cause we was all high as shit. So like we started painting and shit. I'm like, oh, it's not that bad. Paint me a little Homer Simpson, you look ugly as shit. But like, you know, I finally calmed down. And then once that shit got out my system, I'm like, finally back to fucking normal. Never again. Just for me to take shrooms like 4 weeks later.
Excellent. Well, guys, we have discovered Phloee is not the role model that you want to model after. Like, we don't want. Yes.
Don't be like.
And behind the buzz, for the people workers, we do not condemn drug use. This is just an interview.
Drink water.
Do not. Yes, drink water. Do not do drugs. We do not endorse that. But let's get back to the music a little bit. Yeah. So we were talking about Preem Beans, right? Your rap group.
Yeah.
I feel like you guys are uber talented, but something is just not clicking for y'all. What obstacles are the group facing, and what do you think is stopping y'all from reaching that next level of potential that we all know that you have?
All right, so I feel like what's really stopping us, and I could say this for like everybody, you feel me? Because like, I know there's people out there that's watching this right now that's like on the same, that's feeling the same way. I feel like it's just us. Like, we really got to grind harder on this shit. We got to be outside. Ooh, my fault. Gassy as hell. Like I said, lactose intolerant. I had a cheeseburger before I got here. But like, I just feel like we all need to put in a lot more work. We need to start communicating a lot more. You know, like, there's some people in the group that are struggling with like certain shit, and I understand that because like I said, I do too, you feel me? And like, that's why I haven't been really releasing music like that, but I'm gonna make sure I get like at least one song here and there. And I feel like right now the only 2 people in Preem that's dropping music is me and Leak, you feel me? And I don't really know how many people are in Preem. I never actually looked at it, but I know it's like a lot of artists in there. Oh, and Nisa, I keep forgetting that Nisa's in Preem.
Very important.
Nisa's been going hard, yeah. But like, and I feel like a lot more people in Preem should be like dropping this shit, or like at least make time, you feel me? Because it's like the time that we take to smoke, drink, do whatever the fuck, you know, other than music, you know, we can be, or like doing shit that we're doing to like harm ourselves. I'm not saying like smoking's gonna harm you. It does harm your lungs, but like, you know, drinking, what does that do besides like make you feel loose and fuck up your liver? You could be using that time to like going to the stew, you know, making bread to go to the stew, or like writing or some shit. Like, I feel like we just gotta get a lot harder on that, and we also gotta go hard on like just being a little more extroverted, because I feel like Preem Beings, we're kind of like,
y'all keep to yourselves.
We keep to ourselves, you know, like it works for some artists and shit, but not all artists. And I feel like, especially since we live in the DMV, we have to go out and we have to make connections. We have to put people onto our music, because everybody makes music today, you feel me? In this generation, everybody's making fucking music, so nobody's just gonna tap on your shit and like be like, oh yeah, this nigga crank. Like, nah, fool. Now we're in the times where like people support their friends and their mans, you feel me? So like, how you gonna get more fans? How you gonna get more streams and shit? Go out, make more friends and shit. Get them to come to your shows. That's how I get like all these people to come to like the fucking Honey Pot and like all these other shows, because like I'm constantly out making connections, always talking to people, because like that's literally the key. Is, you know how people say it's not what you know but who you know? it is what you know too, but who you know definitely plays a big part in it. Cause like if I never met you guys, I don't know if I would still be doing music, but I don't know if it would be as good as I am right now. Cause I feel like as the quality went up, it also gave me more motivation to like step my bars up too, you feel me? So like if I kept staying on a home studio, I would never elevate, you know, like lyrically or nothing like that. And like I want Cream to like all like if y'all watching this, I want y'all to take this in and like really like try to like just up your game on this shit, you feel me? Because it's like, you know, we all say this shit every day. We want this to be our job, we want this to be our career, we want this to be our way out of like, you know, living, I'm not gonna say like low class, but we're living in middle class, but still it's like we're barely living, like we're surviving day to day, like fool. Like my rent's $600, my check is like 1,000 something like every 2 weeks, so like that's like half my check already, and then I gotta worry about food, transportation, shit like that. I don't want to worry about that shit. I'm pretty sure y'all don't either. Like y'all want to make sure y'all family's good, y'all want to make sure you got generational wealth. So it's like now we just gotta start acting on this shit, because right now we're not acting like it. Like smoking every day, drinking every day. You know who does that? Bums. We're not no fucking bums. I mean, rappers do it too, but they can because like they made it. Yeah, the ones that made it and shit, and they're getting shit done, you feel me? Like Wiz Khalifa, that nigga smokes every day, but like he's always doing shit. Like if you're gonna do that shit, at least be productive with it. But like in my opinion, I feel like you should just cut it completely and just like do it like every once in a while to like celebrate, you feel me? Or if like you want to get a little loose, yeah, sure, but like every day, like come on now, we gotta stop doing that shit. We gotta step it up. We're grown ass men. We're not fucking 15, 16 anymore. Like we're in our fucking 20s. We really gotta step it up.
Letter to Preem Beans. That's excellent and deep. So you kind of touched on some obstacles that you have faced personally. Would you like to shed some light on that, on some things that have been obstacles or have prevented you from doing what you really are set out to do?
Oh yeah, we can talk about that. I don't really like to dive deep into it because it's more like personal shit.
Whatever
like,
you're comfortable with sharing, we'll take.
Yeah, I'll talk about it because like who knows, at the end of the day, maybe this might help somebody else that was in my position or that's in my position right now, you feel me? So like I would say like moving around a lot, you know. When I first met you guys, I was leaving my last apartment, the lease was going up, and like I wanted to move in with my friends and stuff again, but like my mom and my stepdad were going through divorce, and like my mom didn't feel safe with my stepdad at the house, so I was like, all right, bet, I'm gonna just come live with y'all for a little bit, you know, until like the divorce is over with and he's out the house, whatever, this, that, and the third, you feel me? But like that brought problems too, and like me and my mom got into it like after my dad left type shit, and she get to putting me out type shit, and then like also got into it with like my other family members and shit, and like I don't know, it was just a hard time. So like I was moving around, I wasn't really talking to family, and I kind of felt like it felt weird because it's like when I got back into the house, that was my first time after like 3 years like really being involved with the family, like my brother and my sister, because I was living on my own because I got kicked out when I was like 18 type shit. So like coming back, it kind of felt good, like, oh, I got my family back, you know. But like, you know, shit changes and shit, you know, life doesn't always go how it went. So like, you know, it was a nice short time while it lasted. But yeah, I got kicked out type shit, beefing with the family, whatever, except my sister. I love her, she's cool as shit. I'm not beefing my mom anymore, like I love her. You know, we have different points of views, but it is what it is.
Got you, that's family.
Yeah, exactly, you know. So like I was, just moving around. Like I don't know if you remember, Sailor, but I actually hit you up to like stay over here one night because I was like, yeah, fool, like I just need somewhere to stay.
Hell yeah.
But I was still on my music shit too. Like literally, I stayed at his house, and like the next day, I went out to New York with my boys for like on some music shit. You feel me? And like I got them pictures on Instagram too. So like it was a struggle. You feel me? But like I was still trying to do what I can. You feel me? And then on top of that, it's like I'm trying to get my whip and shit. So like I work hella hard. Like I work at a Korean barbecue. It's called Kogi. I be in that joint serving and shit. And like I be asking them for hours. I'm like, yeah, put me down for doubles and shit. And like I don't know, like I just be bullshitting sometimes. Like, you know, there was points in times when I could have got the car, I had the money and shit, but like something on the other end fucked up. So I'm like, fuck it, you know, I shouldn't have done this, but I'm like, fuck it, I'm gonna use this money the way I want to. I smoke it, drink it, go to the club, spend it on food or like shit that I don't need, you feel me? And it shouldn't be like that. So that's on me, you know. And like and on top of that, it's like I gotta pay bills and shit. Like I'm trying to save for a car. Like that's a good car to get you like just here and there. It probably costs you like what, like 5,000, 6,000. Well, I gotta pay 600 rent every month, and like I think every month I make a good like 2,000 something. You feel me? So like 600 out of 2,000, that's like what, 1,400, not including my phone bill, not including food and shit. Ooh, excuse me. But like I can't really make excuses like that, cause like I should be like saving up and like I shouldn't be drinking and smoking like that. So like, you know, I be making excuses, but at the same time it's not excuses, cause it's like I shouldn't be doing the shit that I'm doing, you know. But like, you know, we all have our faults.
Yeah. So do you feel like these habits that you have are detrimental to you?
Detrimental? Yes, I would say yes, cause like literally I stopped vaping. I mean, besides that shit, so like I stopped buying my own vapes, cause like that shit is just horrible. Like I used to wake up and hit that shit before I even brush my teeth. It was so bad. But like now it's like, you know, if I see somebody with a vape, I'll hit it. But like I'm not pressed to. I'm not pressed to get my own, cause like I could really feel that shit fucking up my body, and I can feel it fucking up my pockets. You feel me? And like smoking, that shit didn't really fuck me up. I could always smoke and be productive. It's just money wise, like that shit takes too much out of my bank account. So I limited that down. I'm trying to go on a sobriety break. Actually, me and my best friend are starting tomorrow. We're going on a sobriety break, and we're gonna get the little coins and shit and like keep up with each other. But that and drinking, shit. With this past year, I was never really a drinker until this past year hit. Fool, like so much shit happened, especially with when I was going shit through my family, and then on top of that, Haley wasn't sending me my songs, and that was like my outlet. For that shit was really blowing me. That's when I really picked up the bottle.
One thing like, about that man, he make you want just.
Yes, dog. Like, fool, I'm like, bro, I gotta call some niggas and run up in this man's house, fool. But like, I'm like, it's not that deep. I mean,
there's better ways.
There's better ways.
It is that deep, but there's better ways.
So I got one more question, and then we can talk about some brighter things, brighter topics. So we gotta come around. But talk to me about RevFest. Talk to me about what happened at RevFest. You performed, you were killing it, you were one of the opening acts to really warm up the crowds. But on our first interview, we kind of touched base on that, where a whole bunch of things just went south. You know, between our artists, you know, the DJ, the person running the event, other people getting involved. But then there's a side story with, you know, what happened? If you feel comfortable telling.
No, don't even want to bring that up.
You don't have to. If you don't want to, I'm just putting it out there. That's my job. I throw alley-oops. If you want to dunk it, you can dunk it.
All I'm gonna say is niggas is mad they ain't get their shit back. That's all I'm gonna say. Niggas is mad they ain't get their shit back. Y'all not getting it back either. Like, if y'all watching this right now, fuck all of y'all. Fuck every single one of y'all. That's all I gotta say.
Alright, so to change the topic, what are some goals that you have in music? Where do you see this going?
Alright, yeah. I like this. Alright, so goals in my music. So what I plan to do, like, let's get into it like emotionally wise before we can talk about the future. So like emotionally wise, I want my music to like really like, well, the songs that I really try on, I want it to touch people. I want it to make them think. I want them to like really like connect with that shit. Unless it's just like my vibe and shit, then I really want them to vibe to that shit and rock out. You feel me? But like I just really want people to feel my music the way that I do. You feel me? Cause like I feel really strongly about it, and I feel like I make pretty good shit. And I can finally say like I can listen to my music when I'm down. Like there's some songs that I'll listen to like when I'm not feeling good, like when I'm fucking depressed or some shit. Like if I'm depressed, I throw on Rockstar Lifestyle and I start feeling like the shit. You feel me? I start rocking out like in the shower and shit. But like I definitely want my music to really like touch people and connect with people, you know. So that way, you know, I can connect with them and we can talk about that shit. Future wise, I have so many ideas. I have so many music video ideas, so many like just stuff, not even just music videos, but like I just want to incorporate my music videos and like I mean not my music video, my music into like skits and shit. Cause like, you know, I used to do YouTube before I got into this music stuff, and like I was really into like writing plays and shit, and like just doing skits, you know, like how the Vine people do, or not Vine, the TikTokers. My fault. I'm old head. Not really, but yeah. But I got so many ideas, like Rockstar Lifestyle, that music video. I know I can't really afford everything that I want for it to happen, but like I want like flamethrowers in that bitch, some fireworks, you feel me? I want like, it has to be in like a cool ass location. Like I want one part of it to be like inside of an arcade, so it's like a bunch of neon lights and shit. Shawty and I want that music video to be like shot in like Georgetown or like somewhere really fancy, you know, like Towson or some, I mean not Towson, Tyson's Corner or some shit, you know, like with the Gucci, the Burberry store, cause it's a fancy ass song, you feel me? So like, try to come on some bougie shit, you know? But like, you know, I just have big visions for like all that shit, like how I want shit to go. And like right now I just gotta work with what I got, like the budgets that I'm rolling on and shit. But like I know like if this music shit does, not if, I know it will blow. Like I'm gonna manifest that shit. But when it does blow, like I have so many ideas that I want to unleash on the world. Like jiu-jitsu, I actually want to go to like fucking Japan or like whatever Asian country they do jiu-jitsu in, because like I'm not trying to be like disrespectful like culturally, you feel me, but like I want to go to whatever culture that is and I want to shoot a music video for that song. Well, I already shot a music video for it, but like for the remix, I feel like that shit would go hard. Like me, George, Sid, and JB and fucking Japan, Thailand, whatever the fuck, I'll be hard up, oh yeah, rapping this shit, like what? I don't know if that was racist, don't cancel me.
Alright, so who has been a major supporter of what you've been able to do in the music industry so far?
A major support?
Yeah.
Alright. This one I know exactly who I'm gonna say. I would say my biggest supporter, and he's always been there for me, like no matter what, is my best friend Pat, 301 Pat. He's a photographer, videographer. He actually makes music to himself. He plays guitar and shit. And like he was the one that was always there, like giving me constructive criticism. Like he was always honest with me whether he likes my shit or not. And that's how I know my shit was getting better, because like when I was first making music, he did not like that shit, and he would tell me, he'll be real with me, you feel me? And like as I progress and go on, he would tell me like, yeah, this is the song, like you gotta play this here, you gotta play this at this type of scene, you gotta do this, or like he'll give me advice too. And it's funny because like he doesn't rap or nothing like that. He'll be like, I'll ask him sometimes on an opinion on a song and be like, oh, I'm not a rapper, you feel me? But like sometimes he'll really come through and be like, oh yeah, you should put this ad-lib here, you should say this here, you should do this like that, you should sing this like that, you feel me? And like he shows up to a majority of my shows. If not, he's gonna like watch the videos, ask for videos. He's always like asking me like what's going on with my music and shit. He's just always there, you feel me? He's always there for me musically, and I love that about him. And like, you know, I want to do the same for his photography and stuff. He's in school right now, and like, you know, he's doing good. But like that's my best friend. Like he's always been there musically, and he's brought me a long way.
Shout out to Pat. We need more people like Pat. Keep doing what you're doing, man. But I got 2 more questions for you though. So talk to me about Checks Like Nike. I think that is my favorite song to just be riding to at night, you know, wherever I'm coming from. And one of my favorite songs from the label, you know, FTP, one of our artists that produced it. So what made you change from your regular rock star, you know, hype sound to get into that cool vibe?
So I guess like I said, like I always try to be extravagant. I always try to like do shit different. And like I started peeping, I'm like, wow, like I got a lot of bass boosting ass songs, you know, like some headbanging shit, but like I'm not always in a headbanging mood, and you know, like I want to listen to myself too, so like let me try something different. And at the time too, I was also like going through shit, you know, cause like Checks Like Nike, that's around the time when I was leaving the apartment and shit. So I guess like the situation kind of like made me like sit down and become a deeper thinker, you feel me? Cause I really started thinking about my music and shit, cause like, you know, when shit like that happens, you start thinking about the future and shit, like, oh, I really got to start stepping up my game and elevating this shit. Like, you know, if I want people to like my music, if I want to end up making money off this shit, making it my career, I got to make good music.
Right.
And like, I can't keep making the same shit, because if I make the same shit, like it works for some people like Playboy Cardi. I mean, he switches up, but like, you know, when he drops album and shit, the whole album's like the same shit, you feel me? But like, I was like, yeah, I got to switch it up. I got to give them something fresh, something new to listen to, you feel me? And that's how Checks Like Nike came to be. And like literally I just put the snippet out. It was supposed to go on the EP, the Elevate EP, but I'm like, it doesn't fit the sound. So I was like, you know, I'm gonna drop it as a single. And I'd rather drop it as a single because like that song is just like, to me, it's iconic.
Yeah, it just stands out. Like it definitely fit for a single for sure. So my last question to you is, who are some FTP or mainstream artists that you would like to work with, or you can see yourself working with?
Alright, so FTP artists. Alright, I'm gonna start with FTP artists because like there's actually a lot. I've worked with a good majority of them. I actually have a lot of unreleased songs. They're just unreleased because like, you know, Haley never finished them. And on top of that, it's like there's some songs that we have that like I don't really like my verse and I want to switch it up. So like we're gonna re-record that back at Red Studios type shit. But like I already worked with George, Sid, JB. I worked with Phloee, obviously, you know, we got songs out. I work with Matty Joe. We have a song, but I didn't really like my verse on that. We're gonna switch that. But I do want to work with Matty Joe because like he be having bars. I like his energy. I like how he comes on the song. Ooh, excuse me. Who else want to work with? I definitely want to work with Nisa because like she got the vocals. She got the vocals and like she be spitting. Like that shit's insane. Who else I want to work with? trying to think about it. You, of course, you already know.
I was about to say, damn, fuck me.
Nah. I just wasn't thinking about you because like you said right here. What the fuck, bro?
Shit, man. Yeah, bro. No, I get it. There's nothing wrong with that. Okay, so we had an amazing interview. That's a wrap for today's interview. Flo, would you like to give the people your socials?
Oh yeah, so if you want to follow me on Instagram, it's Phloee, PHLOEE_. YouTube, Flo without the underscore. Snapchat, the chill, TH3_chill. Twitter, I think it's either Flo_ or the chill. No, the chill is my old one. It's Flo_, same shit. You feel me? I think that's all the shit. Oh, TikTok. I be posting TikToks here and there, you know, shit. Same thing, Flo, and yeah.
You have any projects we need to be looking out for?
Oh, fuck yeah. Trust me, I got something big planned for summer coming up. I don't want to say too much, but just know, like, it's going to be like a Checks Like Nike type of vibe. Like, Checks Like Nike and Shawty and I are both going on the project.
Very nice. Well, that's a wrap for today, folks. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe if you enjoyed our content, so to let us know that we can continue doing it. We would like to thank B-Box Productions, Behind the Buzz, and For the People Workers for giving us the time and resources to do what we love to do. I'm your host, Jay Sizz. This is Flo, and that's a wrap.